Hi guys, I'm Melton Kittens and welcome to the I Need a Magic Show. I've shown this previously, but since we've significantly simplified the process, and I also want one specific YouTube video that actually only demonstrates this concept in isolation, I wanted to create a new one as kind of like a reference YouTube video. So what we're going to do in this YouTube video, we're going to create a database and we are going to connect it to ChatGPT or OpenAI's API. Now, if you are inside of your cloudlet, you can go to manage, you can go to databases, and you can actually connect to any external database you get laying around. You can choose MySQL, PostgreSQL, and SQL Server. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to create a new SQLite database. I'm going to call it demo, right? Now I have a new SQLite database, and I can go to create SQL Studio. I can choose my demo database here. Let's see if I can find it. And I can start creating new tables. I can create contacts, my go-to thing, micro CRM, and I can create companies, right? So maybe in contacts, I want to have a name, right? Type string or text. Maybe I want to have email, type text. Maybe in companies, I want to have company underscore name, type text, etc. I can keep on creating as many tables as I want to. Maybe I want to have a referential integrity from contacts and into companies, right? Okay, so now I have a one-to-many relationship between companies and contacts. So now let's switch to SQL view and insert into companies. Whoops. Companies. Company name, values. I need a. Right, so now I've inserted a new record into company name. Now I can do select all from companies, at which point it's going to return iNedo here now. And then let's do create SQLite insert statements, inserting 20 records into contacts with random name and email values. Let's see what OpenAI comes back with here. I just need some example data from my database and insert into contacts. Okay, let's try to insert this guy. And not null constraint, we need company ID, one, 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 one. Forget about it, I'm tired. Let's insert 8. Contact has no name, contact ID. Okay, cut, switch to table view. What's the name of it? Company ID. It's not always perfect, company ID, but good enough. Okay, so now let's do select all from contacts. At which point you will see we have 8 records. So now I want to create API, CRUD API endpoints for this bugger. I go to the endpoint generator. I choose my database here, demo, and I just leave all the default settings as is. I click generate endpoints and I have CRUD Web API endpoints wrapping every single table in this particular database. 441 lines of code was automatically generated. I can go to HyperID. I can expand modules and I can expand demo, at which point you will see the code that was automatically generated for me. And contrary to Postgres and GraphQL, I need to emphasize this is actually code, right? I can modify it any ways I see fit, right? Howdy from post companies, right? When I now execute this, then my additional business logic here is going to be executed, right? Now what I want to do, I want to create a machine learning model, and I'm going to call mine demo. Very, very creative, right? I want to use the same name as the database. Then I'm going to go down here. I'm going to choose AI agent as my flavor, which basically creates a default system message that allows the AI model to actually execute functions, AI functions, pretty well thought out. So now let's save this guy. And then let's go back to create HyperID. Let's expand modules and let's find our demo guy and click the lightning icon. What this basically does, it asks me for a model I want to use. I obviously want to use the demo model, which is the AI machine learning model I just recently now created. And what's happening now when I click generate is basically that the system is creating AI functions, right? Now it created 10 AI functions because there are 10 files in this folder. It recursively runs through every single Hyperlambda file in this folder and generates what we refer to as AI function. So what is an AI function? Well, let's go to machine learning. Let's filter on our demo guy here, and let me show you. So here's an AI function. And basically what this is one record in a RAG/VSS database, which implies that if I write something, such as, for instance, I want to count how many companies I've got, right? Then this training snippet is going to kick in, be sent to OpenAI, to which point it provides an instruction to OpenAI how it should respond according to my query, which then implies OpenAI is going to populate my query according to my specification using natural language, which is my specification, and return the results of that. Now let's save this guy. Let's go to types. Let's filter on demo here, and let's just vectorize it, which will create embeddings for every single training snippet in my RAG database, at which point I'm done. So now if I open Thomas tests, -team.us.iniru.io, and I log in with my username and password, I'm brought onto the AI expert system. If you don't have the AI expert system, realize it's a plugin inside of manage/plugin, filter for AI expert system. And also, if you don't find the AI agent system message as you created your model, you need to install the OpenAI plugin here. I already have both of them, so I'm basically done. Now, if I use my demo guy here, count how many contacts there are. Now it's counting, okay, 9 contacts, okay, return them all. So now, as you can see here, it found Alice, Bob, Charlie, David, Eve, Frank, Grace, Henry, Ivy. Create a new company. Now I'm giving it incomplete data, so it's going to ask me for the name, okay, Microsoft. Now, and then I provide it with a name, at which point it creates a new company. Create another called Google, right? Associate 10 random new contacts with Google. So now it creates 10 new random contacts and associates it with Google, implying after I'm done with this, there's going to be 10 new persons. List top 5 contacts from Google, sorted by name. So now you see all of a sudden company, okay, so even you see it's self-correcting, right? So now it provided an ambitious column name, at which point it self-corrected itself and tried again, at which point it was successful. So here you can see the top 5 people working for Google according to my database. David Lee, sorted by name, Emily, James Anderson, Jane Smith, and John Doe, right? And actually, if I go now into my database here now, I choose SQL Studio, I choose SQL View, select all from contacts, and I execute it, you will see that once I choose the correct database here, it actually returns every single record, including those I inserted now through the AI chatbot. So this is how you connect fundamentally an AI chatbot or ChatGPT, you connect it to your SQL database. Basically, you go here, manage, to repeat, you go to databases, you choose external, you connect to your database here, you provide your connection name, and you need to write database like this when you provide a connection string. Why? Because Magic will dynamically substitute this as you are creating a connection towards that particular database with the name of the database. So you need to have this instead of a specific name. Then you test your connection. When you have a valid connection, you go to create, you go to endpoint generator, you choose that particular database for the type here, and then the connection string, and then the name of the database. You click generate endpoint. Then you go to manage, you go to machine learning, you create a new type, right? And then when you're done with that, you go into create hyper ID. You choose the module that backend generator actually created. Gnook, for instance, here now, you click the flash icon, you choose your model, and you choose generate. After that, you go to manage, you go to machine learning, you find your model here, you can filter, demo, and you click vectorize on the model. And then, if you install the AI expert system, you actually have the ability to perform every single CRUD operation in addition to, you know, like other composite functionalities. Let's say if I want to construct an email to the first three about the advantages of using AI agents. Construct a personalized email to the first three about the advantages of using it. And of course, this allows you to like create composite functionality where you basically have like, you know, AI workflow type of functionality, as you can see here, to David Lee, blah, 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 best regards. Okay, sign all emails with Thomas Hansen. Now it changes them, right? And then of course, finally I can do like send the emails. Of course, this particular AI model doesn't have that functionality, but if I wanted it to be able to send emails, I can also go to type here, choose my type here, add function, filter for email, and boom, it's sending emails. Anyways, that was it for today's video. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.